Hey guys, Jonathan here, and in today's video, I want to show you how you can build Doc Brown's van from Back to the Future to fit the new 2026 Back to the Future DeLorean inside. Now, this was built by Fire Fabric over on Rebrickable, and the instructions for this are actually 100% free, so I'll link them down below. And the other thing to keep in mind is I did order all of these pieces from Bricklink, and it cost me about $56 in parts to build this entire van, which honestly I don't think is too bad. So I want to break down the build process, how you can do this yourself, and of course show you some of the additions I made, like adding the minifigures appropriate for the scene and all of that good stuff. So LEGO did send me the new Back to the Future DeLorean early. I've got reviews and comparisons on the channel now if you want to check that out. But for today, let's break down Doc Brown's van and show you how you can add this to your collection if you like it. And of course, I added some minifigures and accessories to the set, so we'll start there. I used this Labrador piece for Einstein. It's not the same breed of dog, but it is the closest piece we have as of right now, so I think that that's a cool piece there. For Doc Brown, I used the new 2026 Doc Brown torso with the original Doc Brown head from the original Back to the Future DeLorean as well as LEGO Dimensions, and kind of adding those together worked great. And specifically for this scene, I felt he needed his radio controller, so I built that using the studs you could see there, or I guess they'd technically be plates, and a walkie-talkie. Now for Marty, I actually did a slight upgrade to the minifigure from the set, so I used the legs, torso, and the red bubble jacket from the 2026 DeLorean with the original Marty McFly head from the LEGO Ideas set as well as LEGO Dimensions, and I actually gave him Han Solo's hair because I think it looks literally perfect for Michael J. Fox in this movie, and I actually did a brick-built camera for him, of course, because Marty is filming this scene in the movie, and you could kind of see, let me move these accessories, you can kind of see exactly how I built it if you pause it. The main thing is built around that gun centerpiece there. We've got a cheese slope here so that when Marty holds it in his hand upside down, that will cover up one of his eyes for the little viewfinder there. Then, of course, I've got one stud in that flat piece for the lens, this flat 1x2 piece to build out a little bit of, dexterity there. You can see the 1x1 pieces there, and I actually took a pole and cut it to be shorter for the handle / microphone up top, and I put a clip in there and a flat piece underneath, so I thought that turned out great. Then we've got Marty's radiation suit from the plutonium scene, and I went ahead and added one of the cassette pieces from Guardians of the Galaxy so that we could play into the future a little bit and make this the Darth Vader costume from when he visits George McFly. But this, of course, uses the robot welder head from the LEGO CMF series from some time back with a yellow torso and legs, orange gloves, and a Batman utility belt. And while I don't think that it's quite to scale, it is pretty close, but this plutonium box from the big UCS-style Icons Back to the Future set is really cool, and like I said, it is just a smidge too big for, minifigure comparison, but it is nice having those radiation plutonium stickers on there, and it's hard to argue with. So those are all our accessories, and now we'll take a closer look at the van itself. And here we go taking a look at the van. Now, like I said, this cost $56 in parts, which I honestly don't think was too bad of a price, but I do have one regret. When I ordered the parts on Bricklink, I did not specify if I wanted them new or used, so you can see that a lot of the parts are discolored and just are not in great condition. And honestly, in the past with Bricklink, I've had very good luck picking used parts, but just for whatever reason this time around, I did not have good luck at all. Like, all the parts I got in were, kind of discolored and worn down. And honestly, the van isn't like the nicest van in the movie, so I actually don't mind it that much. But if you really, really want it to look shiny and brand new, definitely click that you want all new parts. And of course, that is going to cost you more money. But let's start up front and start breaking it down. We get this giant windshield up front, which is cool. And the front build is built really, really well. I love that. We have a little seat inside that Doc can sit in. So actually, we could just go ahead and put him in there. I don't actually think we ever see Doc drive it in the movie, per se. The van is just kind of sitting there. But, yeah, it's really cool that Doc can fit in there really well. Then we'll turn it on this side so you can see there's actually, like, a tool chest in there. You can't see it super, super well, and the roof isn't really made to be removable, as you can see. So let me see if I can just kind of take it out this way. Yeah, I could get it out. There we go. So yeah, it's actually a really nice tool chest that's built. It's a pretty ingenious build too, like the way that it's kind of got a flat side and bottoms and all that. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. And perhaps one of the bigger things you're wondering is how I got the sticker there. Well, the instructions actually come with a download of this graphic, the Dr. E. Brown Enterprises, and what I did was I rescaled it to fit my label printer, and it just so worked out that it covered pretty much all the panels here. So it's not the way Lego would do it if they made this into an actual set, of course. And I love some of the side details too, like the Technic pin here for the gas nozzle and all of that, so that works out great. Love the lights on top, that's really cool too. And then, of course, the back opens up just like the movie where the ramp is in two pieces. So you have the, like, bottom part for the wheels and the big ramp itself that comes down here. So it's interesting because we have these inner ramp pieces that actually hold the DeLorean in there at an angle, which is cool. That way, when you open the actual door out of the back, gravity is kind of working for you. And it's almost like a built-in gravity play feature that the DeLorean will start to roll out as soon as you open it. So I actually quite like that a lot. And one thing I always thought about, you know how the DeLorean has the doors that open straight up? Well, think about this, right? If Doc had to drive the DeLorean into the car, because we know he gets out of the DeLorean in the movie, if he had to drive the DeLorean in the car, there's not room for him to get out. So how did he drive the van there in the first place? Just kind of funny things to think about. But anyways, when you look inside, you can see the DeLorean fits in there literally perfectly. The van, of course, has wheels and can drive. So it is really, truly amazing that you can fit the DeLorean in the back just like that. All right, guys, be sure to let me know what you thought of this video. I think the custom van build turned out awesome, and I cannot wait to display it exactly the way you see it on one of my shelves here somewhere. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.